Hey guys, it's D.Lynn. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm doing an empties video. So if you're interested in seeing what products I have used over the past 3 years or so of my natural hair journey, stay tuned. First, let me give you a little background on my hair. About 3.5 years ago, I decided I would go natural. Let me tell you what that meant to me. At the time, I had a relaxer. And I pretty much wore my hair in a wrap. Every 8 weeks or so, sometimes 10 weeks, I would go to the salon, I would get my hair relaxed, and in between that time, every week, every 2 weeks, I would wash, condition, blow dry, flat iron, and wrap. I didn't really use a whole lot of heat. Well, to me, it didn't seem like a whole lot of heat then. I would only, use the flat iron like on the day that I washed my hair. My hair was pretty healthy because, I kept it done. I went to the hairdresser on a regular and I maintained it myself. But the back, every couple of years, it would just break off after the time that I got a relaxer. Every probably 1.5 years, 2 years or so, when I would get my hair growing the way I wanted to grow, it would start breaking off in the back. So I decided I would go natural. The only thing that I wanted to do was grow out the perm, but I had no intentions, none whatsoever, of wearing my hair in a fro. No intentions at all of wearing it like this. At the time, I had said if I ever went natural, I would wear it and get it blown out. I have it flat ironed because my plan was to wear it straight, and that's what I did. I did not big chop. I slowly transitioned over about 2.5 years. I found a stylist that was a specialist with natural hair, and I knew 2 girls that I worked with that had grown their perms out with her, and she had always done their hair, and both of their hair was really healthy, and neither of them wore their hair in a fro. It really looked like a perm to me. It's an amazing stylist. She did a great job with transitioning my hair, and she'd blow it out, and the blowout would be so pretty. It would be straight, just as straight as it was with a perm. I was loving it. For those of you who don't know me outside of this blog, I am an artist, and I remember back in 2012 I was a part of a tour, and I was right in the middle of my first year of going natural, and I had a sew-in. So I remember that was the first time I really saw a lot of the difference in what it took to take care of my hair, because I was on tour, so I needed to look really good almost every night, and that became a little bit difficult because when you sweat on stage and all of that, stuff was starting to drop all around the edges, and just trying to keep it straight. Anyway, so I did the sew-ins, I did braids, and then around 1.5 years ago, I started to really do a lot of research and study on what it would take for me to take care of my hair myself. Not that I would never go to a professional stylist for trims, or if I wanted it blown out again or something like that. I wanted to figure out how to do it myself, and in that time I really figured out how to work it, what works for my hair, and people ask me questions all the time. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. Someone will stop and ask me questions and want like detailed information. I cannot tell you how many times just in the past month alone I have been out and about, and I've stopped to write products down or tools down, or even stood there and demonstrated for someone with my hair, like how I did something that they asked about. So what I learned in that time is that I really love this stuff. I love natural hair. It's not like I'm not like on a whole anti-perm, anti-weave, that's not my MO, that's not my agenda at all. I love, the care of natural hair because I'm natural. One of the main reasons why I decided to go ahead and do this YouTube channel. So to wrap that up though, I've been completely natural for about 1.5 years. I had some heat damage in the front. The front of my hair, the curl pattern is a lot looser. It's wavy more so than curly, and so, you know, the rest of my hair was able to maintain the curl even though it had been straightened repeatedly. But the front, even though all the perm was gone, I had a lot of straight ends. And I'm one of those people who, I would trim my hair, or I would get it trimmed, but I'm not like scissor happy. So for a long time, the rest of my hair was curly, and I would have to roll this front part because it would be wavy, and then the very tips would be straight. This Empties video is just going to show you the things that over the past year and a half, as I've been trying to figure out my natural hair, these are products that I used. I still use, and I probably have 2 or 3 empty containers of it. And then other products that I'm gonna show here, I used when I first went natural, and I'll tell you whether they did well for me or not. But some of them I don't buy anymore. I will do a video that shows you what my staples are now, and I so wish I had started this whole started vlogging about this a long time ago, because it's such a journey, and I'm trying to figure out how to tell you guys like where I am now, yet share with you, you know, my journey, because I know that will be helpful to someone who's maybe newly natural, or someone who has been natural but is now trying to, you know, reinvent or rediscover the capability of their hair. Alright, so anyway, we're gonna get to the empties. I'll begin with my coconut oil. This is probably, in the past year and a half, this is probably my 3rd one. This is Spectrum Organic Coconut Oil, Target. I probably got this from Target, but I have gotten coconut oil from other places. This one's empty. I kept it because I knew at some point I would do this video for y'all. So yeah, I use coconut oil to lock, and then if I need to re-moisturize throughout the week, I may put a little coconut oil in my hair and just kind of disperse it throughout the whole thing. And as you can see, I got a lot of hair, and I didn't really realize that I had the amount of hair that I have until this whole natural thing. So it takes me a while. But anyway, coconut oil is my first empty. Moving on. Coconut oil. Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo. I saw Curl and Shine, and I figured I would try it. So I did, and it works well. I love it. I've moved on to some other Shea Moisture shampoos, but I share those in my staples video. So make sure whenever I post that you watch it. My next empty is also a Shea Moisture product. It is the Coconut Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. After I really kind of started figuring out the whole twist out routine, and then when I learned about the lock method, I started using this. I still use this. I alternated with a couple of other things every now and then, but it's definitely a staple. This is maybe my first empty for this, but I have another one that's about empty, and then I have another. All right. My next empty is gonna be a Cantu product. This is the Cantu Shea Butter leave-in conditioner. Since the packaging for this has changed a bit, but this was like when I was first learning how to do my hair, how to do the whole wash and go thing. I used so much of it because I had not quite yet figured out that I could put water in a spray bottle and kind of spritz it on my hair to wake it up. So almost every day I was like completely submerging my hair in water and using this to kind of soften it up. But you know, because it says leave-in conditioner, I figured it was something safe to use every day. Another thing this is good for is after like your twist out is a little older and you just need some moisture and you want to retwist it and you want it to look fresh, this is the bomb for that. Alright, I'm gonna speed it up. What else do I have left? When I was first trying to figure out this whole natural hair thing, I was using this. It's olive oil miracle grow therapy. I'm really not into a grease type product anymore now instead of something like this, because excuse me, this has petroleum in it, and from what I've read, petroleum is not that great for your hair. So I use more of an oil now, and I do actually use a Palmer's product, and I will but I'll put that in one of my other videos. I don't do this anymore, but it is an empty, and it's something that I used a lot of, especially when I was wearing braids and sew-ins. I would wash my sew-in and then I would moisturize my scalp. I don't really do that anymore, but I did empty this, I think 2 of these out in my first 1.5 years of going natural. Okay, so yeah. This video is long and I'm gonna have to edit it, and anybody got time for all of that. The Empro style, the olive oil gel. When I was first starting my natural journey, when I was getting braids and that kind of thing, I would use this gel, and it smells good. I love the smell of it. Like, it just smells so good. It just really smells good. And I would use this, you know, to slick down my edges, or like, you know, when I have braids somewhere in the part, if I need to kind of smooth the stuff down. But I soon discovered Ego Styler Gel, and it's also an olive oil based product, and I was able to get a huge tub of it, of which I have not even used olive yet in 2 years. I haven't used it all because I don't use gel a whole lot, but I have some other products that I use for the whole slicking and smoothing process now that I will share with you in another video. But so yeah, that was one of my empties. My next empty, I probably used 3 of these. They smell awesome-tastical. While I was on that tour that I spoke of in 2012, I got this then. My sister-in-law, my brother's wife, Sierra, she's a stylist. We made a stop in St. Louis, and so I went to her salon, the salon. I think she may have been in hair school then. Yeah, purchased some more of this. I think I had it before, maybe. You know, it's for edge control. So I've emptied out a couple of these. Since then, like I said, I've discovered a few other smoothing products that I'll share in another video. So that was one of my newly natural empties. If I'm not mistaken, I have one more. Beautiful Textures Moisture Butter. I also have some Beautiful Textures. It seems like I had a conditioner too. This is the Moisture Butter. I used all of this. You know, the smell is really sweet, and I'm funny with smells. Like, the smell is a little sweet to me. It doesn't smell like, you know, so it kind of has a mango, sweet, fruity type smell, and it's a little strong, but it grew on me. The smell grew on me, but the product, it's a good product, but I've since found some staples, so I hadn't gotten any more of this. This is a little bit less expensive, a good bit less expensive than the Shea Moisture. It probably runs along the same price range as the Cantu products. Between Walmart, Target, Walgreens, and CVS is where I picked up everything that I showed you today, except for maybe the coconut oil. I may have gotten that from a grocery store. But anyway, those are my empties. I definitely wanted to include these in my empties from my first 1.5 years being natural. And so here it is. Shea Moisture. Deep Treatment Mask, Gloss Shea Butter, Sea Kelp, and Argan Oil. Great stuff. First empties video. Woo, woo. Now I can throw those containers away and get them out of the way. Again, thank you for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one.